Hi, I'm Prof. Johnny. Welcome to Goodwill Training and Assessment Center Incorporated. May kasabihan tayo na sa Diyos ang awa, na sa tao ang gawa. So ano pa hinihintay natin? Tara na at gawa na tayo! This is a continuation of indexing methods. As I've said in my last tutorial video about direct indexing, when a circle must be divided into more parts than is possible by direct indexing, the simple indexing method must be used. At ito ang aking gagawin ngayon. The formula for calculating the number of divisions for simple indexing is 40 divided by n, or the number of divisions to be cut, from which was the formula derived. Take a look on the main parts and construction of the mechanism for simple indexing. The dividing head consists of 40 teeth worm wheel fastened to the index head spindle, engaged with a single thread worm attached to the index crank. Since there are 40 teeth in the worm wheel, one complete turn of the index crank will cause the spindle to rotate 1/40th of a turn. Therefore, 40 turns of the index crank revolve the spindle one complete turn, thus making a ratio of 40:1. So to calculate for simple indexing, it is necessary only to divide 40 by the number of divisions to be cut. Now let's have an example. If we are going to cut a square or 4 sides, so the indexing would be 40 divided by 4 equals 10. So there are 10 complete turns of the index crank for every surface or division. Paano ko i-index ang 10 complete turns? Madali lang. Tingnan nyo kung paano ko i-index ang 10 complete turns. Unang-una, kahit anong index plate ang gamitin o ang nakaset up sa dividing head. Basta kung saan hole nanggaling ang index pin, ito, ay doon din i-engage sa last complete turn. Okay? Hugutin ko na ang index pin. Then, i-rotate ko na clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Tingnan nyo, ihinto ko ang index pin dito sa pagitan ng dalawang butas. Yan, last 2 holes, nasa pagitan. Then, tapikin ko ang index crank para ma-engage yung index pin sa last hole. Yan. So, 10 complete turns na. That is for the first surface. The same manner for the last 3 surfaces. Okay, let's have another example. I'm going to cut a work with 6 equally spaced surfaces. The indexing would be 40 divided by 6 equals 6 and 2/3 of a turn. The 6 turns are easily made, but what about the 2/3 of a turn? The 2/3 of a turn involves the use of the index plate and the sector arm. Okay, this is the index plate, which is a circular plate having a series of whole circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 whole circles. Mula sa pinaka-loob hanggang sa pinaka-outer whole circles. Each whole circle contains different numbers of equally spaced holes, into which the index pin can be engaged. meron tayong tinatawag na Brown and Sharp at Cincinnati standard plate. Ang Brown and Sharp ay tagos ang hole. Okay? At ang Cincinnati ay blind hole o sarado ang butas. Kaya, baliktaran or dalawang surfaces ay may hole circles. Okay, dito mismo sa index plate, sa Cincinnati, its standard plate, makikita nyo rin naman sa bawat hole circle, yung nakasulat na number of holes. We have 66, 62, 59, 58, 57, 54, 53, 51, 49, 47, and 46. Hindi nyo na dapat bilangin lahat ng holes sa bawat hole circle. Ganon din ang Brown and Sharp. Yan, nakasulat din yung number of holes sa bawat hole circle. Okay? Ito naman ang sector arm. May dalawang kamay, the left and the right, na nakalagay sa harap ng index plate. And may be set to any portion of a complete turn, which eliminates the need for counting a given number of holes each time the work is indexed or turned. Now, to get the 2/3 of a turn, choose any hole circle on the index plate with a number of holes that is divisible by 3. Here are the index plates of Brown and Sharp and Cincinnati standard plate. The Brown and Sharp has 3 plates. Plate number 1 contains 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 hole circles. Plate number 2 contains 21, 23, 27, 29, 31, and 33 hole circles. And plate number 3 contains 37, 39, 41, 43, 47, and 49 hole circles. Sa plate number 1, there are 2 hole circles that are divisible by 3. These are 15 and 18 hole circles. Sa plate number 2 ay may 21, 27, and 33 hole circles. At sa plate number 3 ay 39 hole circle only. So, alin ang pipiliin ko sa tatlong index plate? Kung available lahat ang tatlo, kahit alin sa tatlo. Pero, ang mas magandang gamiting hole circle ay yung mas marami ang holes. Bakit? Malalaman natin mamaya sa Q&A portion. Sa Cincinnati standard plate, its first side has 4 hole circles that are divisible by 3. These are 24, 30, 39, and 42 hole circles. On the other side, there are also 4 whole circles that are divisible by 3. These are 51, 54, 57, and 66. And I will choose this plate, which has 66 whole circle. So 2/3 of 66 is equal to 44. Thus, for 6 divisions, we have 6 complete turns plus 44 holes on a 66 whole circle. Now let's perform the given example, which has 6 surfaces or divisions. The following procedure to obtain simple indexing method is as follows. Step number 1, mount the proper indexing plate, the sector arms, and the crank indexing pin in the dividing head. Okay, mount ko na ang indexing plate with 66 hole circle. So, mayroon siyang 4 na screw. Ibang dividing head ay 3 lang. Next, the sector arms. At ang kanyang lock. Isushoot lang natin to dito sa maliit na slot. at i-push. Ayan. And the crank indexing pin, tingnan natin, mayroon siyang keyway. Eksakto dapat dito sa key. Then, the washer and the nut. Okay. Next step, set the crank indexing pin to the correct hole circle. Ang napili kong hole circle is 66. Ayan, nasa outer hole circle. So, dapat doon ko i-engage ang or i-set up ang indexing pin. Ayan. Then, lock natin dito sa loob. Ayan. So, testing natin. So, dapat maluwag yung indexing pin natin na nag-engage. Next step, set the sector arms by placing the beveled edge against the index crank pin, usually in the top hole, then count 44 holes on the 66 hole circle. Ito yung sector arm natin. This is the left arm and the right arm. Itong beveled edge niya, dapat ibabangga ko dun sa indexing pin. Ayan, nakabangga na. Then count 44 holes. Take note, hindi dapat kasama yung hole kung saan naka-index ang index pin. So dito tayo mag-start sa hole na yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Next step, move the sector arm just beyond the 44th hole and tighten the set screws. So, ngayon, itong sector arm na right arm ay dito ko ngayon iseset just beyond the 44th hole. Yan. Yan. Okay? So, nakaset na yung right arm ng sector arm. Beyond the 44th hole. Then, tighten the set screw. Ito yung screw na dapat maigpitan para matighten tong dalawang sector arms. Okay. Next step, mount the workpiece in the dividing head chuck or between centers. Okay, ito na yung workpiece natin. Supported by the footstock. Then next step, lock the spindle and cut the first surface or division. Ito na yung spindle na dapat i-lock. Lagi nandito sa left side ng dividing head. Okay, this time, I will use peripheral milling method or horizontal milling machine and plain milling cutter. Okay, let's start. Yes, and I will bring it back to the starting point. Next step, after the first cut has been made and the cutter returned for the next cut, withdraw the index crank pin, make 6 complete turn clockwise plus the 44 holes between the sector arms. Bago yan ay i-unlock ko muna yung spindle. Yan. Then i-withdraw ko na yung indexing pin. Yan. Since dalawa ang handle nitong dividing head na ito, pwedeng nakalock yung indexing pin at dito ako mag-rotate. Or pwede rin dito. Importante hindi sasayad yung indexing pin pag pinihit natin dito sa sector arm. Dahil mawawala tayo sa setup. Okay. 6 complete turns clockwise. 1. So dapat tatapat yung indexing pin natin kung saan nanggaling dun sa unang hole. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 44 holes on the 66 hole circle. Then, stop between the last two holes, gently tap the index crank, and allow the pin to snap into place. Then, i-into ko itong indexing pin between the last two holes. Yan. Okay, pagitan ng dalawang last two holes. Then, gently tap the crank toward the last hole para ma-engage yung pin. Yan. Then, lock na natin spindle. The next step, move the sector arms around against the pin, ready for the next division. Okay? I-move ko na itong sector arm natin para itong beveled edge nitong left arm ay babangga na dun sa index pin natin. So, dapat clockwise. Yan. Bumangga na dun sa indexing pin. Okay? So, ready na for the next cut. Okay. Dalhin ko na ulit sa starting point. The next step, cut the remaining surfaces or divisions in the same manner. Okay. Unlock ko muna yung dividing head spindle. Then, withdraw ko ang indexing pin. Then, rotate the index crank 6 complete turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 44 holes. Dito sa right arm natin. Yan. Then lock the spindle. Then cut. Okay. Bring to the starting point. The same manner, unlock the spindle of the dividing end. Then, index ulit ng 6 complete turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 44 holes. Hinto natin sa pagitan ng last two holes. Then tapik. Yan. Then, rotate the sector arms clockwise para bumangga dun sa indexing pin natin. Ready for the next division. And lock the spindle. And cut. Okay, bring back to the starting point. Alright, tingnan nyo ulit for the last cut. Withdraw the indexing pin. Then, index 6 complete turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 44 holes. Hinto natin sa pagitan ng last two holes. Then tapik. Yan. Then since wala na, last na itong surface natin, hindi ko na iikutin yung sector arm. Lock the spindle. Then cut. Okay. Tapos na? Okay, let's check the workpiece. If we have produced 6 equal divisions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Equal. Perfect. It means I performed simple indexing correctly. Okay, let's have Q&A portion. Prof. Johnny, kung 2 or more whole circles ang pwedeng gamitin sa isang index plate, alin ang mas magandang gamitin? Yung mas maraming holes o yung mas konti? According to some experts, when extreme accuracy is required for indexing, choose the whole circle with the most holes. This is true. At hindi lang yan. May mga dividing head na isa lang ang handle sa index crank. Kagaya nito. Kapag ganito ang design, isa lang yung handle, mas magandang gamitin ang whole circle na nasa outer circle ng index plate. O mas maraming holes dahil mas malaki ang radius. At pag mas malaki ang radius, mas makabubuelo ang kamay sa pagpihit ng index crank kesa sa maliit na radius o mas konti ang holes sa whole circle. Okay? Kagaya ng ginamit kong Cincinnati index plate. Kanina, mayroong 4 na whole circles na divisible by 3. Yun ay 51, 54, 57, and 66. At ang ginamit ko ay 66 whole circle. Okay? Prof. Johnny, what if the number of divisions exceeds 40? Can we still use simple indexing method? Yes. When the number of divisions exceeds 40, both terms of the fraction may be divided by a common divisor to obtain an index plate that is available. Example, 160 divisions. 40 over 160 divisions, anong common divisor? 10. So, 40 divided by 10 equals 4. 160 divided by 10 equals 16. So, there are 4 holes for every division on a 16-hole circle. Prof. Johnny, meron bang number of divisions na hindi nai-index sa simple indexing? Meron. Lahat ng number of divisions greater than 40 at number 7 ang last digit. Example, 127 divisions. 40 over 127, this fraction could no longer be reduced to suit any whole circle. Okay? So, what indexing method can be used? That is differential indexing. And I'll be performing this on my next tutorial video. So, I hope to see you again next time. Maraming salamat. Agyamanak unay.